Hi there. Today I thought I'd take you through a little demo of XenServer. XenServer is a virtualization product that was originally by Citrix but was open sourced over 12 months ago now. The current version is 6.2. What I'll cover in the demo, in this demo anyway, I'll have future demos for other functionality, but for this demo I thought I'd just migrate a running virtual machine from different hosts, across different hosts. Before I do that though, I'll give you a bit of background of what we're using here in the test rig. So hardware, we've got a sort of like a workstation standard machine which has got 32 gig of RAM, and it's running an AMD Phenom hex core processor. For storage, I'm running one of these, QNAP, or two of these actually, QNAP TS112 home office storage devices, NAS devices, call them what you will. But they've got plenty of features, but I'm using it specifically for the feature of iSCSI. So they're my iSCSI storage repositories, and they're all going into a layer 2 16 port gigabit switch, which is this one, the TP-Link TLSG 1016D. And the way that I'm running the virtualization is through VMware Workstation 10. And you can see from this little screen here, I'll just move it into shot. What we have here is VMware Workstation 10, and we've got 3 hosts: XenServer 1, 2, and 3. And you can see them. If I'll just click on them here, you'll see them, all the different screens. These screens should be fairly familiar if you've ever set up a VMware host. It even has, as you can see, the VMware message on here. So, like I said before, what I'm going to do is I've got one CentOS virtual machine. It's a headless virtual machine, so it's quite simple, quite small in footprint. And all it's doing is running. As you can see here, we're pinging it currently. And just to show you where it is, currently it's on the XenServer 2. It's running here, and just to show you, to make sure you believe me that it's actually running, I'll get an IP address up. So 192.168.0.4, and as you can see, that's what we're pinging here, 192.168.0.4. So what I'm going to do then is I'll open these up, expand these so you can see a bit better. As you can see down here on this side of the Xen Center, which is roughly equivalent to the vSphere client, we've got the shared storage down here, and we've got local storage obviously on each of the hosts. The XenServer pool is analogous to it's a resource pool in XenServer, and it's analogous to a cluster or a resource pool in VMware as well. And all of those hosts are in that pool, that resource pool. So let's get started. It's very easy. We're going to move it onto XenServer 3. So we're going to move it from here to here. And what you should see is bearing in mind that I'm only on one subnet here, and I'm going through one switch, so it's not a complicated setup, so you might see a little bit of a lag, but you should only see a couple of drop pings when actually does the migration. So what we'll do is we'll set it off. We'll go from XenServer 2 and we'll move this VM to XenServer 3. So it's a simple case of clicking on it and migrating to server. We want to go to 3 and then switching to, you'll see that this has gone amber, this little amber icon here, and if you switch the log you'll see that it's migrating. Now this might take a little bit of time, but in my experience what actually happens is that the progress bar has nothing on it and then suddenly completes completely, and then you'll see that the VM will jump from XenServer 2 to XenServer 3. Normally takes around about a minute. Certainly has in my previous examples. So we're up to about 45 seconds now. Shouldn't be much longer. And then you can see down here that it's got a request timeout. We should see about another one of those, and then it should hop. Right, so we're back. It's migrated. It's onto XenServer 3. It's moved from 2 to 3. 2 timeouts, and then it's up and running. So we can see it's running in the console. Got a host name set actually, but just to show you that it's actually running. That is the host. That is the guest host. And now what we'll do is we'll move it all the way from XenServer 3 back to XenServer 2, or even XenServer 1, just to check it again. Again, watch the pings. It should be fairly just about the same amount of time. It takes about a minute to do the whole migration. So we'll do that again. We'll go to migrate and we'll go to 1 this time. Again, gone to amber here, switch to logs. You'll see that the second migration is running from 3 to 1. Again at about 30 seconds now, so we've got about another 30 seconds to go. So again, if you just cast your eyes down to here, you should see first the timeout. Here you go, there's a timeout when you got 1 that time, and it's moved up to XenServer 1. It's completed in the log, and there you go, there's another Xen migration of a virtual machine. Now one of the main differences, apart from the fact that it uses a different hypervisor over VMware, one of the main differences is all of this technology in vCenter you would need in VMware you would need vCenter licensed to in order to do all this. This is all part of XenServer, and it's free. So that's my little demo of the Xen migration. And next time we'll do another bit of functionality somewhere else.